the teacher shortage is real. I think we really started seeing it during the last recession. People said, I got to get out of California, and they started moving to other states. And of course, they're not going to come back. And you know, I work in many working groups out there of superintendents. And of course, there's certain areas where they don't have teacher shortage, but it is a California problem. Well, it's been really magnified here in the East Bay. So even though we got some wonderful things happening throughout the Bay Area here, where we got lots of tech and a lot of innovation, it has had some consequences on public education that are very difficult to deal with, which is our teachers can't afford to live here. Okay, and so if a full-time teacher can't afford to live here, then it's hard for a substitute teacher to live here as well. So we started identifying probably about 3 years ago, where it was difficult to, especially at the high school level, where I would go in on a Monday and we'd have probably 300-400 kids in the cafeteria with one teacher, because we could not get a substitute. And we were doing everything. We're advertising. We're trying to reach out. We've tried strategies where if you work so many days in a month, then you ramp up your pay rate, you know, any kind of stuff. But what's happening is every district is kind of poaching each other's. A substitute teacher can sit there on a Sunday night and kind of pick and choose where they want to work. So the other strategies we've used is we tried to build more of a different atmosphere for a substitute. So we invite them to our professional developments. We tried to make an environment where when they get online, they go, you know what, we'd rather go to San Leandro because the pay is good, but it's also a good environment to go to. And still we found holes in trying to get substitutes. So when Swing came into the picture for us, and to be able to implement that system, I can tell you, this has been the best year in 6 years I've been here. We're not getting parent complaints that their kids in a cafeteria. The union is not upset with us because I think there was a perception that we weren't out trying to hire more subs, which we were. They just weren't out there. So from an academic perspective, we're getting not only a teacher in the classroom, but I think the quality of teachers substitute teachers have been better as well. So, you know, a lot of us, when we talk about Swing and the superintendent, we're like, how come we didn't come up with this idea?
Yeah, right.
You know, so it's very unique and very innovative. And I know that there's more and more superintendents signing up for it because it's really helping us on a day-to-day basis. So.